Man City 2, Arsenal 2. That's right, do not address your screen. Man City 2, Arsenal 2. So much to talk about in this game. 100 goals now for Erling Haaland. Calofori starts his first game and scores a worldie. Trossard gets sent off. Gabriel scores again. Manchester City scores in the dying seconds to rescue a point. So much to go through. Let's get into it. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification so you don't miss a show every time we upload. Let's go. So this game was highly anticipated by everyone. Some people were calling it a title decider with 5 games going into the season already, and it's a title decider. Some people make up some BS as they go along, don't they? So where do we start? The first goal, Haaland, 100th goal for Manchester City, which is an incredible return. If you really think about it, 100 goals, amazing. But the first goal really and truly shouldn't have even happened. But it was a great play by Savinho. He just cut inside of Calofori. He spun him, left him for dead. Goes past Martinelli, plays a through ball, and Gabriel and Saliba were miles apart. It looked like Moses parted the Red Sea. There goes Haaland straight through on goal, one-on-one with Raya, tucks it into the near post, 1-0 City. Then there was a foul, and Arsenal took it quite quickly in the sense of when the whistle was blown by the referee, but Walker was out of position because he was talking to the referee. Manchester City fans are incensed right now. They're saying this goal should never have stood because Kyle Walker was out of position. As that ball was played forward by Thomas Partey, Martinelli, who had a dreadful game, in my opinion, that is, plays it back to Calofori, left-footed shot, edge of the box, whisks it past Edison, and I mean, he whisked it past. It was a beautiful goal. I jumped up from the sofa and I started doing somersaults, and I kind of maybe pulled a hamstring a little bit. It was a cracking of a goal. Then comes the second goal for Arsenal. Corner, set play, yet again by Saka. There was a warning sign, though, because Arsenal had a first corner, and they kind of played the same play again, but it was headed over by Gabriel, and I thought, oh, that was a chance. Just by the second half, I stood up and I was like shouting, I can smell a goal, I can smell a goal, I can smell a goal. Ball whipped in, Martinelli backs into Edison, no foul there because there was a bunch of traffic. And who was there? Of course, Mr. Reliable, Gabriel heads it in, top corner, 2-1 Arsenal. You're thinking, okay, moments to go, Arsenal hold on to it. This could be your time. Going into the second half, 2-1 up, 11 men still on the pitch, well done. No. Oh, my goodness, no. Trossard stupidly gives away a free kick. Referee blows up. Trossard kicks the ball away. You can hear it from clear as day. Referee blew up. Trossard kicks the ball. Referee had no choice but to send him off. You couldn't complain because Trossard got booked in the first half already by pulling back Savinho. It's a stupid Why do players pull players back thinking they're going to get away with it without the repercussions of a yellow card? That's how dumb some players are, and Trossard was dumb. I was cussing, I was swearing at him. I was saying, that's you done. Again, emotions come out, so you start saying a load of things. But I do think he needs to learn the lesson here because he did cost Arsenal today big time. So, 2-1 in at half time, down to 10 men. Second half, I'm on my phone to my sister and I'm saying, listen, Arsenal need to make some changes second half. And they did. We don't know whether or not Saka's injured, but they brought on Ben White, who didn't start. Arsenal then had everyone behind the ball. They had 6 people in defence, no one up front, and all was left in midfield was Havertz, Rice, and Partey. And believe it, Partey played 90 minutes, no cramp. I think it's going to be a good season for Partey. He played pretty well today. Arsenal were just getting bombarded. I think it was like 24 shots and 7 on target before they scored a goal. And it was a lucky goal at the end of it. They got a corner, quickly whisked it in. Arsenal defended it. And then when City broke again, then Arsenal made a great interception. City's corner, and then they scored from that. Jordan by Jack Grealish, and then substitute who came on was John Stones, and he nabbed in the winner. It was just pinballed in there. And he just happened to fall to John Stone, roofs the ball in the back of the net, and that's it. But this game had so much edge to it before, even on the kickoff. Haaland, I mean, Kai Havertz, that's it. Kai Havertz and Rodri. Now, if you've ever heard the story of Kobe Bryant running through Gal Gasol, all right, and he was talking to his teammates saying, I know what play they're going to do, and I'm going to fucking run through go go Trossard, and he did. That's what I have it. But Havertz is kind of this gave him a little flick like that, right? Rodri goes down holding his throat, holding everything. It was next to nothing. So you can see what sort of game it was. Kai Havertz had red mist in his eye. And I think that was from Rodri last season talking about, when people come to us and they want to be champions, you got to play to win, to attack. Havertz set the tone. He set the tone big time. No yellow card. Downright no yellow card because Rodri, the size of him, shouldn't have gone down like that. And to me, that was embarrassing. But then in the corner for City, Rodri had to come off. He was running with Partey, they was running together, and all of a sudden there's something happened to his right knee, it seemed. He went down, and the City kind of changed their shape a little bit, but they're still dominant in that game, but Arsenal got back into it. So Rodri then come up, so he wasn't even starting. That was his first start of the season, and he came in for a big game of Arsenal. So Pep knew Arsenal is a big threat more than any other team that they played so far. Arsenal have to feel undone. Arsenal have to feel absolutely gutted. Yes, they had 10 men down to the last 5 seconds and they let a goal in 2-2. It wasn't a cracking game. The first half was building up for the making sure the second half was going to be good until Trossard had a brain fart and, doomed Arsenal. But to go for 45 minutes plus 7 minutes of injury time as well, and then just to lose it at the end, it's heartbreaking. It really and truly is heartbreaking for the players. I'm gutted. I was on the phone with my sister before they scored, and I was like, I can't take this. My heart's hurting. I was sweating non-stop. It just had everything. So Arsenal can hold their head held high, but they're not going to. They're going to be pissed off going home. They're going to be pissed off whether they're getting a flight home, the train home, whatever it is. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to be looking at Trossard and cussing him out because Arsenal were just that good. But in the same token, would have Arsenal actually got the winner if they had 11 men? And I think the answer to that one is a resounding yes. It is. It's not that I'm just saying yes because I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm just saying yes because Arsenal were just that good. They really and truly were. They built themselves back into the game, and there's so many talking points now. There really is. There's going to be so many talking points from Manchester City's point of view. There's going to be a few talking points from Arsenal's point of view when it comes to Trossard. There's not much more to say. He wasn't even in the game really and truly. The only part he was in the game when he got the yellow card and he got himself the second yellow card and got sent off. Martinelli done next to nothing apart from, of course, laying the ball off for Calofori. Magical goal. Magical goal. If you haven't seen it, you got to go and watch it right now on YouTube. It was a magical goal. But the second half was just literally Arsenal, everyone behind the ball and defending for their lives. And yet they did. And this is why when you say Arsenal have the best defense in the league, that is why. But then you're going to be saying what time they conceded in the last seconds. It was a pinball, a ball that's driven into the box, low and hard. It just pinballed everywhere. And then John Stones was just having to be there just to roof it in the back of the net. So it wasn't like City had anything. The thing what I'm going to say there, sorry for stuttering, the thing I want to say about this, Arsenal are just that good. They showed credentials today. Even though they went 1-0 behind, they went 2-1 up by half time. And yes, it was down to 10 men, but that was like 5 seconds to go before half time. For Arsenal to stifle Manchester City by just taking so many shots and then not conceding, keeping Manchester City next to nothing, really and truly, they're shooting from outside the box. So that's why it became easy. Any other team that Manchester City had to play against and they had 10 men, Manchester City would have scored so many more goals. They really and truly was. So it shows that Arsenal have something about them. It shows that Arsenal are true contenders for the league this season. Yes, they're still on 10 points, but to me, that just shows me Arsenal have a long way to go in this season because there's going to be so many twists and turns. They got Leicester next, and they got PSG, and then they got Bolton coming up in the Carabao Cup. And for the Carabao Cup, I want to see Mikel Arteta just put out pure kids. Jorginho can start, Jesus can start, Sterling can start, Kivior can start, but everyone else can get a rest and bring the youth in and get them to play the game. If we go out against Bolton, we go out. There's no big deal. But then again, I don't see Arsenal going out against Bolton. But you do not need to have your starting 11 to play that game, knowing you've got Leicester coming up. And these guys need a break. They were superb. But it's just annoying that Arsenal let it go at the last 5 seconds of the game. But Arsenal have fight in them. That's one thing you cannot take away from them. Arsenal have fight. City are not suspect, but if you don't feed Haaland, City will struggle. If Foden came on as well, De Bruyne was injured, but then again, Arsenal didn't have Odegaard. So in one respect, I just credit Arsenal. You need to credit Arsenal as well, but by going, there was no excuses. Just because Odegaard wasn't playing, would have Odegaard made a difference in this game? We don't know. But one thing we do know is Arsenal still need 2 upgrades. Those upgrades is in Trossard and it's in Martinelli. And Arsenal need to do something either in January. So if that bid comes back in from Saudi in January, maybe take it. If it's 35, if they can get 40 to 45 million, I would say take it and try and get yourself another winger and maybe another attacking midfielder. No, not even maybe. You need to get another attacking midfielder. Having a striker today wouldn't have made a difference whatsoever just because of the circumstances. Kai Havertz done okay. I'm not going to say he done brilliant. He just done okay. Partey done okay. Declan Rice done okay. Calofori, smashing goal. Julian Timber, my goodness, that guy is a beast. Saliba, done okay today. He played well. Gabriel, played well. David Raya, played really well today. Saka, anonymous. Literally anonymous. Had a captain's armband, but to me, he was anonymous, and that needs to fix up very quickly, Saka. You need to do something when you are on that leadership board and you get the captain's armband today and you was anonymous. It's not good enough. City's on the other hand, there was nothing really special apart from Sabino. I think he was really good. Carl Walker's legs are gone. And that's the part I was getting frustrated with Martinelli because every time he got the ball, he's either losing it. He wasn't challenging Carl Walker, not one bit at all. So that peed me off. And I'm sure it's going to pee you guys off as well. But the mentality of Arsenal is there. They've got the cojones now. Arsenal have more cojones than believe that they had before. They've gone through puberty. They've gone through university, and now they're CEOs of big corporations. That's the difference with this Arsenal mentality. They are there. But anyway, what's your thoughts on the game? What did you think of it? Who should have won the game overall? Not hypothetically, but overall, from what you saw, were Arsenal unlucky? Was City just not that great? Or was it just that Arsenal have grown up so much that City now know there's a new sheriff in town? But anyway, I'm Tyne out here for TK24 Sports. Thanks for watching. There's more shows to watch. I've got the playlist here. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and you turn that notification on so you don't miss shows every time we upload. Thanks for watching. See you later.